takes a couple, keep in mind it takes a second. All right, it's working now. Hello everybody, we are in the Nebraska sandhills right now. We're in a thunderstorm yet, or it's not a severe thunderstorm yet, excuse me. We have our turn here in 0.3 miles. Service is declining right where we want to stop. Of course. It's pretty, just not what we want. It looks high-based. It looks like we did mix. It looks like we did mix a lot. Yeah, and everything else is getting really messy. So we're gonna head back to Hyannis and reevaluate. A couple other mini supercells up in northern Nebraska, but those seem elevated. So, where else? Let's see if we can get something, any service right here. Keep testing different spots. Always tough to get service here in the sandhills. Always tough to get service. All right, here we go. We got a more stable connection here. Sorry about that, everybody. It's tough to get service. We're in the sandhills of Nebraska, which is one of the least populated areas in the entire United States. Got a solid storm. Can you set this on the ground next to you? Yeah. All right, thank you. So we're just trying to figure out what to do. Our storm, main storm south, seems to be getting a little bit messy. Yeah, echo tops have fallen apart on that rotating wall cloud on that storm down by Sydney, but I have a feeling that there is going to be similar mess almost. We could drop down to Sydney. I mean, we're pretty far out though. We'd have to head to like Julesburg and catch it there. And that's gonna be 2.5, 3 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. I think that's what we're gonna do though. I don't think we have any other option. So, got a nice storm here, but the main stuff seems like it's down by Sydney. This stuff is getting really, really messy. Maybe some sort of, what radar are we using? Red's away, green's towards, so that doesn't make any sense. That would be anticyclonic and all that. So I think we're gonna go south to Sydney and hope that that storm stays isolated. None of these storm evolutions are being particularly favorable for chasing. Going up and then it's getting messy very quickly. So we're gonna head to Hyannis and then go south here. Head towards Sydney. Yeah, because this, I mean, maybe this southern storm takes over here, but it just looks like a lot happening. So our updrafts are going to weaken here. We do have a pretty solid storm over this way, so. But too messy to be what we're interested in, and it looks really high based. clouds are really high up off the ground. It's really unfavorable for anything tornadic. Yeah, bases are pretty high except for those storms north, but I still think that those are a little bit elevated. I mean, there's one floating through the middle of Cherry County. Tornado warning on that Sydney storm now. That was our original target. We came up north because we thought better ingredients up here, but that's our original target. So we're gonna try and head over to Sydney and see if we can get on that storm before it's too late, but there's already some stuff forming south of there, so we're gonna, if one of our storms up here can get away with conglomerating here, but bases are so high that it's just gonna get very outflowy, and there's gonna be kind of a big conglomeration and a big mess of storms. Couple things up in the sandhills, but I really think that those are just purely elevated. So we'll be there in about 2 hours. Got a solid storm here, but it's not what we're after. The closest. Definitely a big time hailstorm right now. We just need some favorable mergers, but I don't know how that's even going to happen today. Bases are 2,000 meters off the ground. These are not low. Anything under 1,500 I think is pretty good, and we're way over 2,000 right now. Lots of rain, going to be very cold. We're gonna head through Hyannis now and then go south. Just couldn't get a view of this supercell when it was isolated and over the sandhills, no roads. Was hoping it would go about 10 miles further north than what it did. Got a severe thunderstorm watch issued, and we've got a couple strong thunderstorms roaming around the area, but the only thing that looks like it has any short-term potential is further south. But I'm not too sure how long that's going to be there because of all this outflow. Chaser's right here. Yeah, I mean, it's just a mess everywhere. Maybe that something comes out of northeast Colorado, but I think the moves get south. That north stuff looks elevated, and there's a boundary kind of by Paxton, which might be more stable air. So we're just gonna keep going. We're gonna lose service a couple times going through this area, but we'll be through it in probably about an hour. because this here looks like it's not going to do anything. It's going to be probably a very strong storm. It's almost no tornado potential given how high based it is, and it's going to be very, very messy. Not what we're looking for. There's a tornado warning and reported, something just got reported here. Tornado reported. Brief touchdown of a tornado was reported northwest of Sydney, Nebraska. Are you kidding me? And we're still 2 hours off of that storm. I just don't think anything up here is going to organize. We had a couple storms earlier. It maybe looked like it could merge together, but this is just a huge mess. Huge, huge mess up north here. So we're on this road for an hour. We'll probably get on it in more like an hour 45 because the storm's moving, so it's not just sitting there. Just hope that it's isolated when we get there. There's another storm coming out of northeast Colorado. That might be our only hope if it gets too messy by the time we get there. We're getting almost a shelf cloud starting to develop here, so we really need to get down south. I can't believe it's at our original target. You know what I mean? Like that, so it's just not gonna do anything.
Sorry.
It's alright. Why is it turning off? I said, why is it turning off my report stuff? Like it won't update my spotter location. It says I'm still back here. An hour ago.
I'm not sure.
probably gonna be service related, I think. I don't know why it's not letting me do it.
We should have good service right now.
Yeah, I know, it's just not. There we go. I don't know why that. Nothing's happening with that. And up here, it's gonna be a similar thing, but it doesn't look like there's near as much going on. Hopefully we can get on it as it dives southeast. How fast is it going is the real question. Moving southeast at 25, 50, 50. I mean, that's gonna be, we're gonna meet it, you know, Julesburg. Straight line distance, we're only 76 miles off our storm, but there's no roads. Like, we could be on it realistically within an hour 15 if there were. Rotation has weakened for the time being. I think Cheyenne radar is going to be the best for this. But there's even more mess forming on that, so I don't know. Maybe that thing coming out of Sterling and Crook is going to be our storm. I mean, it's just going to be forever until we can get there. Almost down to Arthur right now, and the next town is Agala, and then we're on the interstate, so making good time. good now. Probably gonna meet something in northeast Colorado, I think. All this stuff north is messy, and I think all the stuff even further northeast is a little elevated. Although that one by Valentine just got tornado warned, of course. So that was wrong too. I'm just not sure how we're gonna get up to those storms. There's no roads. So I think we're gonna take this stuff further southeast, or southwest, excuse me. Arthur, Nebraska right now. 38 miles to Ogallala. And then we're gonna go west or southwest, kind of our last, kind of a Hail Mary play here. Sand hills, I think that's all gonna be kind of elevated. I mean, LCLs are pretty low up there, but I think it might just be a little hair stable. So definitely the most discrete convection is up north today. But that, with road network, with it possibly being elevated and us needing to get back home today, I think it's best to go south here. and stuff in the back if you need it.
I don't think it's gonna do anything now.
Well, not now,
I think
but
it takes a couple days.
yeah, it does. But it's better than nothing.
You know how you can tell when your iron's bad?
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Sorry.
Okay.
There's some in the back though. If you want to stop and just take something out.
Right now. Thank you.
Alright.
Next time we stop, maybe I'll give it back then.
Alright.
Cemetery. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just ready to get down to this target. I hope it doesn't go too upscale. North, they got a tornado warning for that stuff in Cherry County, but I don't think.
There's no way they get to the stuff in Cherry County.
Yeah, I know, but I just felt like it was maybe a little elevated, and I don't necessarily believe that there's a tornado on the ground up there. And I think with all these storms south now, they're gonna start to pull in this colder, more stable air. Like this just doesn't look like a tornadic supercell to me. This one actually probably looks better, that thing by Wood Lake, but that one's elevated too. We got this big mess here. Like that thing west of Mullin's outflow dominant, and I think our inflow's out of the southeast, so I think all of these storms up north are going to be pulling in some colder air. We're going to get there. Basically not moving, so beyond, we'll be able to get a solid view of it in an hour or so. Love you. Tornado warning continues for Cherry County. You're still radar indicated. Gave a special weather statement out. Fire department reported a tornado near Sydney, Nebraska. They reported a ground circulation with it. Looks like further south stuff is hanging on a little bit more. I just really don't know if that Valentine storm, I just think that stuff's elevated. Because that southern storm's put out a nasty boundary. Almost to a Gala, and then maybe. turn. We're making good time. We've got a bunch of messy storms up to our north. I don't know if I trust that there's all in Cherry County right now. It looks more like side lobe than anything else. Bay. Is that a name?
Literally just let's go.
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Passing through Martin, Nebraska right now, just north of Ogallala, just off this lake here. I just think all that sandhill stuff's going to be really elevated. I don't know. Like, that's definitely where the cloud bases are lowest, but it's also where storms have been basically ongoing all morning. So we are in Nebraska. We're going to keep going south here.
So we should go do that. It's all fun.
Yeah. Alright, we're on the dam now. Look at it.
Looks like the beach.
Just the beach.
Looks like the ocean.
Maybe. Not quite that pretty.
It kind of looks like the water's prettier, but it looks like it's big like that. You know what I mean? The dam and everything. But this water's prettier than the convective.
Yeah. Tried to get lightning just down here at a little like area a couple weeks ago. It was a South Dakota chase where nothing happened, and I didn't get anything. All of it was cloud to cloud and like tucked behind the rain, so I just never got anything interesting. Sorry. Spillwater Bay or Spillway Bay. How is there tumbleweeds on the dam? We just passed them. Like how this tilted this is. Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better. I'm worried about it starting to overheat in the sun. This is what, the 25-mile-per-hour turn up here? Somebody's catching us. Yeah, I tried to shoot for lightning up here.
It's about 30 seconds behind.
That's pretty normal.
Thank you.
The other thing that I have, like the new setup, it's more instantaneous, you know. It's just issues with our apartments. Wi-Fi just won't let it work. Like I don't have router access, so I can't OBS remote, and I can't.
Once you're back at the apartment, that's something I would like us to get fixed.
Yeah,
Just because it's really frustrating not having Wi-Fi.
it's just so slow.
It goes out all the time.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like,
I don't understand why the Ethernet cable still doesn't work either.
it does work. It's just still slow. It's like we're paying that much for Wi-Fi, and it doesn't even work.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. I think we should get another one.
Yeah, probably. updraft base on that one really far away. I can't tell. Or maybe that's just the clouds. I don't know. Like, yeah. I just don't think that anything north is going to be interesting for very long. Even south is looking rough now. Like, there's just that storm near Ainsworth that's put out a huge outflow boundary. So anything, I think, north of that is just going to be cold stable. About an hour away from Sydney, Nebraska right now. It's probably going to be our target storm for the time being. Not much in the way of low-level rotation on any of these anymore, though. Hopefully we can get some solid structure, I guess. I like seeing the 18Z tornado forecast after like the event's already like ending. Alright. Taking this way. Turn here at 61 because I don't want to go through the middle of Ogallala and get stuck in a stoplight. High plains have not done as well for me this year as they did last year. What, 9 plus 2 plus 3, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I had like half of my tornadoes on the high plains last year. This year I've had that Chugwater one, possibly one in the mountains of Wyoming and the Bighorn Mountains, but I doubt that that's ever going to get surveyed or looked at. And I think that's it. I mean, I think I've only had 2 or 3 high plains tornadoes this year. Been slow on the high plains. It's all just side load. Is it just me or is this storm just not moving? Yeah, I mean it's barely slowly moving southeast. Definitely a high plains photograph right now. Sig Tour's highest north. is kind of fine everywhere. I mean, honestly, given what the atmosphere looks like, I'm surprised there aren't a couple more tornado reports floating around. Especially in this high plains area. I don't really think the sandhills will get too many. I think all that stuff's getting messy already. Alright, so the question is, do we get on that Sydney storm or do we get on that storm that's in northeast Colorado? A little worried that that northeast Colorado storm is a left mover. I don't know, we might be going for that Holyoke storm. It's got some high echo tops on it. Why is it taking us to the North Platte radar? Maybe we get the Julesburg and go south. Like if we had to stop at Holyoke. 5 miles, yeah. Because I think that thing on the left is probably what we want now, maybe. I mean, let's look at our storm relative inflow real quick. Inflow seems to be out of the south, so I would say, like, or southeast, so I would say that that southern storm's got the cleanest inflow. That's got pretty good venting. Now, it's definitely not like a tornado photograph, but maybe for a nice supercell. LCL heights are just really high across the board, except for in northern Nebraska. Dew points seem like they are set to increase a little bit coming from the south, so maybe we go for this thunderstorm and wait for that moisture to increase later. It's gonna be something. What's your photo? Oh, thank you. What is it at? What was it at?
It's at 46.
Oh, alright. That mine's at 19.
Can you use this?
I don't. I was just plugging it in.
Well, it says it's below 15%. It's at 82, so it's doing fine. Make sure the stream's online.
It is.
Does it run?
I have it pulled up.
Oh, okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, I think that Holyoke storm is going to be the main one now, because those northern storms are going to start to pull in cold air from it. Down by Haxton. We're going to head towards Julesburg and then go south. It's a pretty small storm. It's still really developing here. It still looks messy on this western Nebraska stuff, but no severe warnings out on it. That Holyoke thing is severe warned though. Is there any way we can get to Venango? It's a very... Okay, yeah, we can go south here. Turning this on. Alright, I don't think we're gonna go to that Sydney stuff. I'm just thinking that this southern storm here is gonna take over. Yeah, it's definitely the cleanest all around. It's got no storms around it. So then we can chase this thing up this highway, or we can go east towards Grant. I mean, we get this going south immediately opens up some options here. But it's probably the fastest way. Last time we chased here together, we saw a really pretty storm, May of last year.
You knew?
Yeah.
Which one?
What do you mean? It was the one day where we thought nothing was going to happen, and then it was a really clear day. We had a storm to the north produce a weak little funnel, and then south, and then I'll show you the pictures in a second. It was May 16th.
I don't know how you always remember the date.
This day.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's a different May 16th. It was this day. It was this thing, this storm. Yeah. Oops. So we're just gonna go south. I think this is gonna be our main storm for a while. Check satellite just to confirm. There is a cumulus field moving up towards this stuff, so yeah, it seems like it's just more isolated down south, so I think that's what we're gonna do. The better moisture right on the Colorado-Kansas border. Even the storm looking like it's trying to initiate in southwest Nebraska, pretty far east, but inflow's definitely coming in from the south today, so I don't trust this northern stuff to just be okay with this southern storm's outflow. I mean, maybe it gets a quick jump here, but I don't want to go in behind it. What radar is closest to this storm? It's gotta be Goodland, maybe? Maybe it's Goodland. No, it doesn't seem like it's Goodland. Still says North Platte's the best, which I don't really know. We will get some spotty service down here. I just think it's going to start ingesting a bunch of cold air. Storm relative inflow should be from like the south, southeast, southwest, something like that. And there's got storms on all sides of it, so definitely some high-based updrafts. Probably going for storm structure with maybe a landspout now. Just due to how this is evolving with very high bases. Why did it want me to take this road?
You sure did.
Yeah. Why did he do that?
Did you hit it?
No.
Are you sure?
Positive, but he flew out on your side.
Okay.
He was fine and then he just dove in front. not turn it on in the sun, but there's not much I can do. You know, when it's...
like, what can you do now? Nothing?
I turned back on. It should be on in a second. Solid storm now, I think. Somebody reported a funnel cloud. Greg reported the funnel cloud up in Cherry County. Yeah, we got some other storms going up southwest. It's still just really messy. To clean the windshield off. We'll do that when we stop up here.
Did you see that?
See what?
So were you saying that?
What?
I said, what?
What are you talking about? I'm confused.
Did you say that or did someone say that? It sounded like you were reading that. I was like, who said that?
I said that.
That's what I said. That's what I was asking.
Hey, we got rotation.
Where?
West. That's west.
I was feeling
Not a ton of it. Maybe it's just the sharp downdraft. Looks like we're getting outflow. You can see that slanted rain moving away. Could be dust. We really need to clean the windshield off. Wash the fluid. We haven't had time. We woke up in Colorado, chased southern Nebraska, and then we chased southern Iowa, and now we're...
When was that meeting?
We forgot the stream was on. Or was that 2 days ago? I don't remember. It was funny. Alright, straight ahead. Got some updrafts going up. It doesn't really look super consolidated right now. These will have to merge. It's really rainy. Here we go. A little bit. I think we just keep dropping south until we get something that's isolated. In there, tucked in the rain. Another cell going up even further southwest. It just feels like the second we get on something, it goes upscale and gets. Somebody reported I just got a tornado report show up. Towards Holyoke right now. We're heading straight towards that storm with the reported landspouts. It's sitting just on the boundary, but there's no way we make it. I mean, we're still another 60 miles off. It just feels like the second we get on a storm, it gets messy. And we gotta drop down to the next one, and by the time we get there, it's the same thing. Even without stopping, that's what's happening. I really want to see these landspouts though, but they're going to be gone by the time we get... I mean, the boundary is kind of just... There's definitely a boundary there. Maybe something goes up south of Holyoke? I don't know. I don't really know what to hope for. Because this is not a long-term tornado threat. Also, southwest Nebraska keeps trying to initiate. Yeah, there's a landspout northwest of Akron. We just can't get anything on time. Oh, they just issue a mesoscale discussion? Whoa, dude. Going a million under. Not expecting him to be going 45.
I understand why you're scared.
Yeah, so they basically said tornado threat's pretty well gone on this northern target. Which makes sense, there's nothing. You know, all this is just rain. We're gonna dip southward and maybe hope something forms by Yuma or something, or Ray. Right on the boundary. Kind of a pain. But confirmed landspout tornado northwest of Akron. Right now we are roughly an hour and a half away from Akron. So it's going to be tough to get anything here. These landspouts can be one and done. Usually they're one and done. I guess storm's not going to do anything. Boundary's pushing north a little bit, but I don't know if anything new is going to form on it. No, not behind another semi. Oh, thank goodness. We're pulling into Colorado right now. Just can't get on a storm fast enough. They just keep zipping down this boundary and getting messy by the time we get to the one that looks solid. Like this storm north of us is, or west of us is nothing. It should be dead here pretty quickly, I think, or it's going to go completely outflow dominant. I don't see any updraft. Like, there's not much base on these storms. There is flanking line convection off to the west here. But maybe this Akron storm kind of rides some boundary that these models have here. I don't know. My radar app is dying. Alright. this stuff's not interesting that we were by. I mean, really the only hope is something forming on this boundary later on. They said that Yuma is becoming favorable down there for a spout, which right on that boundary, you know, we might just have to get out ahead. But I don't see any towering cumulus towards us. It's that one storm that is producing a land spout and then stuff further west. This storm's got too much downdraft for a spout threat. There is some dust getting kicked up northeast, but I think that's just outflow. There might be something, maybe a weak little spout or something, a little dirt whirly. Or just outflow. Likely just outflow with a storm like this. That Yuma storm is exploding. Always chase Colorado when there's any sort of low-level instability. Bunch of dust getting wafted over there. Yeah, if we had something forming closer to us, we'd have a shot. But a little dust plume over there, I'm not sure what that is. It's way out ahead of the rain. I don't see any funnel or anything above it, and it looks really wide to be a land spout. You see what I'm looking at though, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dirt thing over there, that's probably got to just be outflow, but it's just surprising how far out. I guess maybe not. It is a very downdraft heavy storm here. There's somebody else closer on now. What we really want is something to bubble up right in front of us. And that's That dust though, it's moving way out from the storm. That dust though, it's moving way out from the storm. It's pure outflow. Back in the sun again. What's going on? I know, it's just workers on road. Yeah. Something to form over here, right in front of us here, on this boundary. There's a little boundary over here. Worried that that Yuma storm is just completely eating it up. That Akron storm just got severe warned. It had a landspout on it earlier. There is a boundary there, but I don't think it's going to be tough to get another spout off of that. Just try and catch it at Ray. Maybe it just rides the boundary and keeps doing that. I don't know. It's gonna be really tough though since it's raining on it, so. Got a little special weather statement out for landspouts over the next 40 minutes. Stuff north is just not it. Gonna go south here and hope that maybe we can get something. It's just gonna get messy so fast. Might have to chop through this thing. There you are, right? Huh? A little bit. depends on how long it survives. I mean, there's just, the story of today is a storm goes up, rotates for a little bit, and then a million other storms go up next to it, and it loses its rotation. So, rotating storms will provide the biggest hail potential. Just not sold on anything today. We're in Holyoke, Colorado right now. It's just got strong surface winds. Just surprised we haven't maintained a supercell for very long today. Do not like high LCLs for this sort of stuff. Kind of rough year chasing the high plains. I have a feeling the stream's gonna die from the camera overheating any minute now.
Still good.
I know, the camera just struggles with the sun. The speed limit is telling me to slow down.
What is?
That sign.
Oh, that's your sign. I like the signs that do that, but then when you're going under the speed limit or the speed limit, it says thank you. Have you seen those?
Yeah,
I like those ones. That's nice.
I guess. Alright, here we go. Probably gonna be our last shot. Maybe if it moves along the boundary, it can do it. I don't know. I have no clue what this is doing. Storms have been beating me up today. Only 2 hours away from home now. It's probably going to go up a little bit because we're going. A tornado on one of them earlier, but that has already dissipated.
Oh no.
Alright, we're going to see. I just turned on the thing again, so. See if it's working. Oh, there we go. Okay, it just needed to be rebooted. Hey everybody, we're gonna be calling the stream here. We're having a ton of setup issues and these storms are really congealing. So we're gonna head home and take a couple days break and see what we can do to improve the setup. I'm tired. I've done over 50,000 miles this season, 51,000. So it's been a long year. So we're gonna take a couple down days. There's not too much happening. We gotta get home tonight. And there's no way we make it to Iowa or anything tomorrow. And then Friday, it only looks like there's a marginal risk for like way out in Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia. So we're not gonna be going over there. But I know the stream's been struggling the past couple days. I'm sorry about that. I'm not really sure what the problem's been. Just seems like it's not quite working for some reason, but thank you guys so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate it, even with all of these setup problems. You know, I appreciate you guys pushing through it with us. So I'll see you guys next time we're out. I'm not quite sure when that's going to be yet, so see you then.